Let's do it.
We're live. We're laughing. Hi, Carla. Now
Hello, Miss
I'm
Debbie.
so cool in my new sunglasses.
I love them.
Actually, you know how I misplace stuff all the time? So I actually have a pair of glasses, a new pair of glasses, and I got these, and I go, oh yeah, where are they?
Yes,
I was
yes.
gonna show you. Yeah, I took them off somewhere.
That's
Another
all
room, I
right.
guess. That's so funny. So
Tomorrow.
anyway, you guys, always I get no money for this, but for as long as I can remember, my family get our glasses at Zenni Optical, and these were $11.95 home shipped,
Yeah.
with my other pair. And my glasses are like this one, $6.95. And people go, "Oh, just the frames?" And I go, "No, the whole thing was $6.95."
I love
So
it.
anyway, really cool, really
I'm
cool.
gonna have to get
So
some.
that's why we get a million of them. And if you
Yeah.
don't have your PD, they send you the little paper. I've got an extra paper thing so you can get your PD.
Oh,
So hi,
really?
Megan. Hi, Carlos. Hi, Joy.
Hello.
Hi, Kate. Um, and now I didn't tell you, but I got a freaky story that happened a couple days ago when I was listening to Coast to Coast. So I do have that story for tonight. Plus, we have a lot to new stuff coming up. You guys, you're gonna all going to surprise our viewers and tell you some new news that we have. I don't want to lose this place on my phone because it was who it's the guy that they was talking on Coast to Coast. It was just a freaky thing. I'm gonna like follow him and read his stuff. Hi,
Yeah.
Cathis.
I have to watch that, man. I have to or listen to it. It's a what do you call it? Coast to Coast. It's a radio show. Keith knows what it is. Keith
Yeah,
is
it used to be Art Bell back in the day. He's passed now. And it's George Norrie now. And
Yeah.
yes, I want his job. I've always wanted that job. I'm getting that job. I'm
He's
telling you.
on the Gaia channel too, or he has a show on the Gaia channel.
Does he?
Yes,
Oh,
George Norrie, right?
I was going to see how much it was to be on have a show on a Gaia channel. Look at we're making changes. Why not that?
I
Joy,
think so.
have you reached out to Lady Tisha Houston on Psychic Fixes because she's on Facebook and she will tell you about the nightmare. But do you think that Joy, do you think that this was a paranormal experience? Were you awake? Or do you think that it was a true nightmare? Because that kind of stuff comes from your subconscious. This comes from what's happened in the day or a movie, or it can be communication with the other side, though. So, Kate says hi, Keith.
Keith says hi.
Let's see.
Kathy says she lives coast to coast.
Because it's a coast to coast. I do, but then Kathy still have something that is like a political thing, something that isn't paranormal. And I said, I got a million friends with a million, crazy things that have happened along with mine and Carla and everything
Yeah,
that we could fill in on that, you know.
absolutely.
Megan, tomorrow could you come on at 6:30 p.m. and we'll do your reading for you, okay? Oh, Joy thinks it's a flashback.
Interesting.
You know what? I think Lady T is the one to talk to, and she's on tomorrow. But if you go message her
Yeah.
tonight, your whole nightmare, and then she will probably tell you tomorrow, live,
We'll leave it during the show.
what's
Yeah.
going on. Oh my goodness, I need some gum or something. Shoot, I am not prepared. Oh
Well, Miss Debbie,
well. Okay.
how
Carlos
prepared
says
can
hi,
we be?
Keith.
Yeah, Carlos says hi.
Keith,
Carlos.
can I have your autograph? You're getting famous.
I know, right? I'm like, are they here for me or what? I'm just kidding.
Lady T is the name of her show, but she's Tisha, Teisha, Houston, and she's on Facebook. But just look on Psychicfixes page, and you'll see her shows every Tuesday, and you'll get the info. and you could just message her. Okay. She is so good. She is so educated. She's
Yeah.
gone through every metaphysical class, and she knows her thing. It's fantastic. I know, Kathis, we would be great on this show.
It would be great.
Absolutely, on
It would
Coast
be
to Coast.
super
I
cool.
have always wanted it, and I need to put it on a vision board and say have it come. But then I was thinking, why don't I just go see how much it would cost to do a blog? What is it? What are they called, you guys?
I don't know. It's nothing.
A podcast on
you were
Heart to
talking about
Heart.
the last show.
Heart. It's not Heart to Heart. What is it called? iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio. Or no. Keith said what? Spotify.
Spotify? Okay, I could do that.
Spotify is where you need to be.
All right.
Yeah.
Because we need to be.
Yeah. Oh, well, we need to be. Yes.
We need.
Yes.
Because we need. You know, Carla and I have, thank you, God, compassionate, charitable hearts. And having a show like that, having, the financial thing hit, I know for me, my dream is to have a community center, which would be taking care of people in so many ways. People really need help. And I every day I think about it. I think about people being able to come and do Zumba and to meditate and to hear an inspiring lecture, to get their taxes done, to get financial help, to get family counseling, to get new shoes, to get pajamas, to get underwear, to get food, all the things that you need. I know that Carla, Carla, I don't know a lot of your history, but you're just like a sister to me. But back in the day, we all have had times where we go, gosh, I'd really like to have a loaf of bread and some potatoes and eggs or something, or I need pajamas or I need underwear or something like that.
Absolutely.
And so to do that, God knows this already, that this is, I'm waiting for God to bring it in, because Carlos helped me and I finally got 909. Put your entire focus on serving God's loving will through your career. That's what 909 all my life. Pray for and follow guidance about your career path. So there you go.
I love it.
Let's talk about those things of synchronicities. I see 909 all the time. 909, my phone number growing up. My grandmother's first part of her phone number as well. The body number, you guys know I was in law enforcement. I had a body number. They give it to you if you work in a jail. To get through any door, you have to have that number. And the door number, talk about you had to learn how to memorize. But it was 909. And I thought, this is just too weird. And I see it in crazy places. And so Carlos helped me look it up and all that. And I go, this is it. But something happened the other day. So I was listening to Coast. And Derek, let me get his name. I want to get it right.
Well, you just Derek Dairy Queen.
Oh yeah, that too. Derek Rydall, DerekRydall was on, and he was talking about manifesting. So I wrote a book on it. So let's figure out what he's talking about. But I'm interested to find out how he manifested wealth and all of that. He had a few near-death experiences like I did. I talk about the blood loss, that one. But when I was young, I was in an explosion and I was thrown out into the water and I went down. And as he was talking about dying, I so was on the same page, because he said, you get to that point when you're dying that you release and let it go. And I was 4 years old and I was under the water and I became very happy. The light was the sun that I could see. I don't think it was any tunnel, but that release happened where I said, okay, I'm fine. I'm okay. And I'm going to let it go and I'm going to die. I knew I was going to die at 4. And then I was saved. My mother found me under the water and threw me up. And so I can't remember anything until I woke up talking on the beach. And then the pain of being severely burned in the explosion. And so the craziest things that happened to me in my
I don't know
life.
what you're going through right now, Debbie, but that is such an amazing story. We're so lucky to have you. Oh my goodness.
I have more. The tornado, the electricity, the lightning, all kinds of stuff. That was my dad. My dad was in the space, let's call it space exploration business.
Yes.
Can I do that? Later on, he was in charge of the cruise missiles, but we didn't have those then. And he did the Gemini missiles, all kinds of stuff, and satellites, and he was in charge of stuff. So anyway, we were at a company picnic, and one of the boat was rigged to explode on ignition. And so my dad didn't go. My mom and two sisters, a little boy, small, younger than me, and the owner of the boat. And we got on the boat, and it got pushed out, which was deep water. And I was in with the engine, so was the little boy, and everybody else was out. And my mother was kind of looking like life preservers. I mean, it was like you have them or you don't have them. We didn't have seatbelts back then and stuff like that. And the man hit the ignition, and my mother had just called my name. And I turned away from the engine that blew up and took a few steps to the doorway when it blew up behind me. The little boy lived, but he was, hurt pretty good. And so I was on fire, and my legs were on fire. And the fire rolled right through everything. The man pushed me, and he got the little boy, and my mother just threw my sister out. My other sister dove out, and then my mother was on fire. She picked me up, and she just threw me as far as she could into the water. And I couldn't swim, and neither could my other sister. So the man jumped out with the little boy, and then I was struggling, dog pedaling. And I could see the fire and the smoke and people like ants on a beach. And I kept, going, struggling. And so my mother went out, and she had saved my sister, but I was going down. And so I did go down, and it got very peaceful, and I knew I was going to die, and I knew everything was fine. It was good. It was good. And all of a sudden, jump, she had me up.
Oh
Yeah, she zigzagged with us like this. My sister and her would go get a breath, and she would push me under the water and give her enough, because she had burned her legs badly.
Yeah.
And she would go under and pull me up to get a breath. And we did that until a man came out, and he saved me and took me in. And I don't remember anything. And this guy, Derek Rydell, one of his times that he died, that's what happened. I totally have no recollection of where I was. It's all black.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then I woke up talking, and then the pain hit, and I knew, I didn't know I was burned, shock.
Yeah.
And so, but anyway, oh my God, yes, oh my God.
Yeah.
I know, I'm telling you, I had the craziest things. That I'll tell you guys some other time. But let me tell you what happened. I was listening to Coast to Coast, and I had my phone, and I was I get off subject, and I'm watching I love the Beekman 1802 boys, or not boys. Boys. And they have a farm, they have a gay couple, they have a great story. And I was looking there, got a big garden, and I'm going, guess what this is that they are growing? And so I go, I don't know. And I was reading it, and somebody was talking about like acorn squash and zucchini or lettuce or whatever it was. So as I was reading it, and I got to the word acorn, and as I read acorn, Derek on the radio said acorn. As I was reading acorn, he said acorn. And he was using it like a metaphor of an oak tree with a manifesting the oak tree with an acorn. And I kind of missed it. So now I'm going to go back, and I'm going to read all of his things about manifesting, because I want to know about this. And but there's something about acorn, and I've written it down because just like 909 and just like you guys 1111 and all of that,
Yeah.
you know, there's something that this is a sign. You guys, you know, from my stories, I literally get signs. Like literally there'll be a sign, you know.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And so this acorn means something. So I'm going to read all of his stuff. I've got it all bookmarked on my phone. And he had some free videos, but he freely was talking about how to manifest. And it was a little different than what I do. I get a lot of good you know, validation and things that come out,
Yeah.
things come to me, but I want to know more. So that's going to be kind
Yeah,
of
that's
great.
very interesting. I think I know that name. I think I've seen him on on Gaia as well.
Oh, he's probably
Yeah.
crazy, you know, famous or something.
Yeah, I've heard that name before. Honey, can you Google Derek Rydell?
Yeah, Rydall. But he has five free videos, so I'm going to do that.
Check it out.
Absolutely. Um, I got Griselle saying hi.
Oh, hi,
Yeah.
Griselle. It's been so long, Mija. Oh my goodness.
Oh, she has. I got to put things into place, and we'll be probably announcing some stuff, maybe even this week. And she just answered something for me, so cool. I'm
Ooh,
so excited.
nice,
Okay,
nice.
I know. So okay, so you
Let's
guys
do
all
this.
know about my magpie tendencies. I like the shiny things. So I'm wearing my green amethyst today with a couple little diamonds. And I do have my tanzanite, my new tanzanite ring, which you can't really
I love
see.
it.
It's really pretty. I'm looking at the way like this. See, can't you see?
Oh
I
my
don't know how
gosh,
to use the camera. And then my topaz.
I love
But
that.
I
That one's
got a
beautiful.
zircon. I always wanted a zircon. So I can't wait to get that. I know. It's just like
So
bling
you
bling.
haven't gotten it yet?
No, I haven't got the zircon. I can't wait. Yes.
There's a lot. What does it
So,
look like that? Keith is like googling him.
okay.
Kate says she can't see the comments.
Oh, I don't know why. I can see everybody's comments. We can see your comment that says you can't see any comments. Refresh your page, maybe Facebook page or something.
Yeah, interesting. I thought he was older for some reason.
Look at Kimmy saying she would cook and bake for the community center. Look at, we can do that, guys. I haven't, you know, the whole thing is we could have church, whatever. I always wonder, do you ever feel like that you'd want to have a church, Carla?
Yeah. I would say, yeah. I would say this is my way of thinking though. I think that it would have to be something where we're actually, the way I would do it is that it wouldn't be something just specific to what my own liking is. You know what I mean? And what my way is. It's one of those things where, I mean, it would have to be more broader than just one, you know, besides spirituality. Yeah. But something where we all believe in a higher power that, you know what I mean? Like we're all together in this, you know, healing, one love kind of thing. It wouldn't be, you know, something, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it would be, it wouldn't just be shut down to just one, because I like to get into a bunch of different religions. I have respect for all religions. So that's why I just kind of like, you know, I like my grandmother's like already starting. She's like, no, but none of these, you know what I'm talking about. She goes, no, not that one.
Yeah.
But she,
Well,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
I mean, out of respect for everybody, to me, it's all a path of healing and love and understanding. And you know what? I respect what you believe in and you respect what I believe in. That's pretty much how it would be.
I think
Absolutely.
the happiest thing that I did, that I was into the Church of Religious Science, which was all about being kind to your neighbor.
Yeah.
That was the message.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't sing traditional songs. We would sing, "This your land is your land, this land is my land." We would, say everything was uplifting.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
in talking about, how wonderful things can be and how you can manifest and all of that. And so I really like that. And that would be something along the lines that if God were to say, here's a church, because I really told him, you're going to have to give me the keys to the building
Yeah,
to pay the
yeah,
rent. Um, yeah, I definitely it would be about love and helping each other and being kind. This is what I think is the biggest thing. Yeah, Kansas is
absolutely.
so on our side. Yes, y'all can do it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I think that you know what? I think because it's so simple. There are no rules when it comes to unconditional love. I mean, there's no rules to, you know what? Hey, I respect you. You know what? There shouldn't be. It shouldn't be all gooped up and everybody. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Everybody, we're all the same. I mean, I'm no different than you, and you're no different than me, and all those other things in the world. It's just about being loving. It's about being respectful.
If
You
we
know,
could if we could just do that, if the whole world could just do that, you know,
absolutely.
we were just talking prior to the show about how things recycle over and over. And you guys might think something is new, and it isn't. It's something that's old that came back in importance and then dropped out of sight. And that's how that stuff happens. We were just talking about, littering, things like that. And the environmental thing. Well, it's not a new thing, you guys. It's old. I
Yeah,
went through it. We've
absolutely,
all done this.
absolutely. You know
Yeah,
what
so it would
still
be
gets
great to
me?
do it.
Yeah, you know what's still get? I've never lived. That is one thing I've always been like, you know what? That I just don't. You would not trash your house. Why would you want to trash the world? Why, you know what I mean? Why would you? I've always been very, very much like that. But what gets me is when I'm driving and there's somebody in front of me and they freaking throw out a cigarette out their window, and I'm like, you know how many times I've gotten out and actually stepped on it, and I'm just like, or poured water on it. You know, when I drive, slow down and pour water on it. That just like gets me because so many fires start just by
Mhm,
the sides of
mhm,
freeways. You know, people driving trying to get home, and that's what happens. You know, and I'm just that's put that on the list. That's my pet peeve.
mhm. I I scream a lot in the car, and I'm
Yeah,
screaming, "That's illegal!" I
that could be a
Renee,
show. That could be a
yeah,
show.
yeah.
You need to put one of those. And that's what me and Keith say all the time. That we're gonna put one of those video thing, or what are they called? Those GoPros.
Oh, yeah, we've
And
got those.
just film ourselves when we're driving. Just be like
Oh, no.
surprised.
We don't have to be in a couch watching the show. And that's one of the things we wanted to do when the Hollywood producer came is said, "Oh, we want to put you on a couch and you comment." And I'm like, "Yes, I can do that. Yes, I'm good at that." And so, but when we're driving, it's so, I mean, we don't have the road rage, but I scream and I get it out. Like, red light, what are you doing?
Oh my
Where's
god!
your signal?
Right, right.
You need
Um, that is something that I truly cannot understand.
a ticket. I do want to tell Lorena and Claire and one other person that what we're going to be doing is tomorrow we're going to be doing readings 6:30 p.m. Pacific, okay? And I don't know what this.
Yeah,
Let me just take this one.
Lorena, you need to kick rocks. You need to kick rocks. That's not appropriate. You need to take that somewhere else. Shame on you. Shame on you and who you are.
Ah,
Wow,
I
really?
I'm getting rid of
Really?
the comments.
So, anyways, you know what? I will never understand that the mentality of rock.
We have it all. And trolls.
I mean, I just can't even believe that. You know what? Take that nonsense somewhere else.
Let me take that one out. And you guys just don't know what bad karma you're getting.
You know what? I just can't even believe that. I just can't even believe that. Well, you know what? That's what happens. That's what happens when we start talking about recycling. Quit throwing things out the window. They show up on the computer.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think we'll clean out anybody else.
And Sammy Gunn is the next one.
I thought I got them. No. Oh, there it is. Okay. You know, I hate to put curses on people, but
I can't get over that. That is like trash.
Yeah, they get reported and
703.
all that stuff.
703.
And
703 and 702.
I thought I got everything.
No, keep going up. 703 and 702.
Oh, I see. All right. 702.
Anna is on her way.
There we go. Mm-hmm. These are kids.
Nana is on her way.
Did I get it all?
Yeah.
Okay.
I reckon.
So tomorrow we'll go ahead and we will definitely connect to the people that have passed and all of that.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I might do at some point is just stick some ghosts on them. Why not? The ghosts aren't going to hurt them.
My grandmother's
just scare the hell out of them.
My grandmother's already there. Nana's like, yo voy a enseñarlos. Yo voy a enseñarlos. I'm going to go teach them.
Oh, Riley. Hi. Good. And we'll do some, we will do readings tomorrow. How are you, Riley? Okay. So, yeah. All right. So anyway, Acorn think it was different. And if we get a church, that would be great. We're doing Riley, we're going to do tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Pacific.
Monday malarkey, Tuesday readings.
Okay. Carla, we need to talk about Mondays.
Okay. Mondays, guys, kids.
Listen up. This is our last Monday show.
True story.
We're good. Yeah. A lot of good things are happening, Riley. So we have an astrologist and a numerologist on, and we have Carla, and we have somebody else coming on that I'm not saying yet. And we have a dream interpreter, and we have a witch on, if you're interested, on Wednesday, Zoe Zoll. She's teaching witchcraft an hour at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And so you can learn all about spells, and she does readings and things like that. So, yeah, but you know what, you guys, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be changing it up. Mondays, for me, are particularly hard. I have a very heavy caseload on Mondays, and it's hard for me back to back to be doing one on Monday, one on Tuesday. So the one thing that I really want to do is to go ahead and do more readings. And so we're going to change up the readings, and we'll let you know what kind of platforms we're going to be having. But I want to come on and do a lot more shows for just readings, and then special shows, which I talked to Carla about, where we have some really big or interesting, important, guests on, and we have something to really show you or to really get an opinion on. Then we can go ahead and do special shows during the week. And then I think that will be Katha says our show is like church.
Yeah.
Amen, sister.
Yeah, amen. And Nana's like, and we all need church, like those traviesas, but let's do it. Nana's all riled up now.
Well, yeah.
She's
especially that was aimed at me.
I don't know why. Maybe she thinks I'm wearing pink. I'm the fat one in the crew. I'm the big bone one in the crew.
It's okay.
Monday malarkey. It's going down today. We're taking out the trash.
we just thought we'll just go on. I think that it might be easier to do some shorter shows, and I my passion is doing the psychic readings and
Yeah.
having an hour of it. I just love it so much, and to me, this is a time to be doing it and helping people, and I really want to segue over that. Matter of fact. I do, a lot of readings. I'm trying to bring that over to be doing them live. So I just think it's important to do that. And I've got to get my book started. That's going to take me months to do. And as we talked before, I just really want to do a podcast. I want to do the radio. That's my passion. It's something I've always wanted to do. And just be able to talk about anything that interesting, that people want to talk about. And I do want to get the call-ins.
Yeah.
So we're going to make that happen so that
Good
people
things
can
are
just
coming.
call in.
It's
Yeah.
time for a shift. It's time for a shift.
It is.
Renewal, a lot of things going on. There's a lot of energy out there. And it's time to grab it. Those manifestations are in the wind. So it's time to start grabbing some of those manifestations and putting them into works.
And I really absolutely want to make sure that we're helping everybody and, also going after our dreams as well.
Yeah.
And so I think it'd be really good. We're going to bring in some new psychics, and it takes time because I got to make sure everybody's really validated and really good. And we'll have some new psychics in doing some readings and looking, still looking for the crystal person and the meditation yoga person and all of that. So we're going to really grow it. Please follow the show if you haven't, because we need the followers to get the people in to do the shows. We have to have enough followers for them to have their share of viewers, and also some of the people will segue into maybe selling things or getting you as clients. We need to have the followers, so please follow the show. But we are growing.
Absolutely.
We're growing. Yeah. I didn't know that was something I needed to do years ago. Otherwise, I would have. So with COVID, in this one time of a year span, now I have 1,650 followers now. So we're pushing. Yeah. We got 199, I think, in the last 28 days. So we're pushing it up. We're going to get thousands of people. And it's going to be a place where you can come and just talk, see something different. I want to get paranormal investigators so they'll go out with the cameras and everything. But I also want to provide some jobs. And so this is my thing now, is to make sure that enough money will be coming in so I can afford to get a producer to shoot the show trolls.
To pick up the trash.
Yeah, take out the trash and to procure some really good guests and to, kind of watch the page. And I want to pay them because they should get money, so I want to be fair and everything. That's the one thing. Oh, I sent you $5, Carla. Did you see that?
You know what? I saw that. I just looked at it and thank you very kindly.
I said Zoe 50 cents and Kristen 50 cents because when you guys send stars, I share them. I don't share them. I don't take them. I give them to whoever got the stars. But Mike, thank you, Mike, donated
Mike,
$10. When we were doing the readings show, we did a reading for him. And so I shot you over $5 and I get to keep $5. Isn't that great? I don't care if it's a penny. Like I'll pick up a penny if I find one, but if somebody donates, I go, I got a star.
Absolutely.
That means a lot. It really is cool.
Absolutely.
And so we're going to be doing still all the shows. Carla's going to be doing Saturday. We're going to jump in and do readings. We are going to change the platform of readings. We're going to open up to letting the people that on the shows actually sell some things. And if you have an Etsy shop and it's related to metaphysical, even if it's like, we're going to have the Checkered Lily Apothecary. We're going to do Etsy shop shows. And that means we're going to spotlight and do a show, like a 30-minute show with the Etsy shop owner. And we're going to show the products and tell you where you can buy them. So Checkered Lily Apothecary is going to probably be the first one. She's got mermaid makeup right now. Big into mermaid stuff.
Whoa.
And so she's going to be showing that, and she's getting ready to Halloween already. They have to get in advance the names, which are so crazy great. When I wear eyeshadow, I wear Seance. What a great name. It's kind of a shimmery black. It's pretty cool.
Ooh, wow, that's snazzy.
So she's going to come on with her mermaid line. And also we're going to talk about the Halloween ones and maybe give a giveaway.
You bought that from her, Seance? The color?
Yes.
Ooh, wow.
Except for I didn't have to buy that one.
Well, yeah, no, but I mean,
the one perk I get is I get some free samples.
Oh, nice.
I do. But I do buy from their shops. I have bought from all
I wish I could go on there. I just can't figure it out. I know. Go figure.
I wish I had product to sell. Okay. I can't just go on and say, here's my shop. I have the Charming Cauldron, but I go, oh, I don't have any magic candles made. I don't have enough time to get my cauldron out and make those candles and put all the energy in it. Otherwise, I'd be doing that. But yeah. But I did go to the farmer's market. I am out. Masked though, but I'm out. So I went there, and this lady had microgreens, and so I bought some. Because I keep thinking I'm going to be healthy. Have I eaten them yet? No, but I'm growing them. They're in water. I don't know what I'm doing. But she had her husband bought her a distillery, and you know how much lavender. I have so much lavender. Yes. I could have a farm, and so she does something to it and takes the water out and makes the sprays. Oh. And it's not. You can get essential oils, or you can get the water. Or she puts it in water, whatever. And it's just lovely. She said it's good enough. You could, it's not the oil. You could spray it on your face. It smells so good. And I want to do something like that. Would be fun.
I think I know how she does it. I saw a video this one time about how she did it how a lady did it with rose petals. And then you just it's like it's not diluted at all whatsoever. It kind of it steams up in the big pot, and the petals are in there, and then it just kind of goes down. And that's the part that you keep. It's a lot of work, but I mean, not a lot of work, but I mean, it's time consuming, kind of, sort of.
A lot of me is like, oh, that's a neat craft. I want to learn to make tiles, and I want to do this, and I want to do that. And I'm just sitting there going, I have no clue.
When I grow up, I want to be like Kristen Gandy. She does phenomenal.
Because she's beautiful. And she can dance, and she can act, and she can do the singing bowls, which I cannot do. I go, I go, and then nothing. And I go, where's my talents readings? Thank you, God, my talents readings.
That's my girl.
Kate, thank you so much, Kate, for the T-shirt, Kate.
Yay.
I get fan mail. I'm going to get a freaking post office box or something because I get fan mail from Carlos. But I got this great T-shirt I wore it the other day that was custom made for me. And I did just buy a T-shirt. I saw a girl on Shop My Porch. Oh, I love that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do Shop My Porch. Shop My Porch. Oh my gosh, you guys. So
Shop My Porch.
Yes, the people have the cottage license, and they cook or they bake, or the people are chefs making dinners. People are making things, and they you buy it, and they put it out on their porch, and you come pick it up. Or they have a day on Saturday, come shop my porch. There's a table out there, and they buy stuff off of it, and the people make fantastic stuff. I really neat stuff. So I did get a mermaid that is a skeleton, and it's going to be on my T-shirt. Carla just had to. Are you bought back in? You're bought back in.
Yeah, I don't know where it happened. It's all.
I saw you go. I was like, she's gone.
Sorry about
Oh
that.
my goodness. Is
Go
the
ahead.
cat out of the bag?
Oh, thank you. Whoa. I'm such a celebrity today. Nana's like, oh my gosh. So I don't know if you guys, for those of you that are friends with me on Facebook, I posted a picture in my story. It's like my dad. There's a picture of Nana in there. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I forgot to put. It was like a family picture, and it was at my house. But anyways, that's a picture of Nana. That's who she is.
Oh my goodness. And I'm your Facebook friend and I didn't see it yet.
So for those of you who don't look at my story, yeah, because I don't really post on Facebook unless it's like here, what we do here. But it's
you
fun.
like a lot of things because you like my Psychicfixes stuff.
I go in there. I like a lot of
my
stuff,
stuff,
and then I just check in. But that's who Nana is. It's an awesome.
neat.
At one of the many parties we had at my house back in the day, and it was funny because Nana was standing up front, and she's got her hair up. You know, she had her hair up, and it took her like I don't know how many hours for her hair lady to do it. It took forever. So that's her in the front. I think she's wearing like a red shirt or something. I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm gonna look. I'm looking at right after we're done.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's Nana.
So, anyway, we got a big changes. We might have church. You know.
Oh, your dad was down. I know, right? Your dad was down from Scotland, Kate. How was that? Oh my gosh, how lovely!
Wow. I say we all get in the car and we go see Kate.
I think so. I'm done.
So we might drown. We might drown.
All of a sudden, the internet goes off. Hey, I got a guy that will fly. I found a guy that will fly.
Like with a plane?
Yeah, with a plane. Yeah.
Like his own plane. Well,
yeah, no, he rents a plane.
Yeah, people that know ferries. Piggyback.
Oh my God, no unicorn people. No unicorn people.
So this guy flies and it's like like a regular commercial.
A regular airplane, yeah, like at Carlsbad. You know, what is the airport? Carlsbad.
We can't freaking drive. I mean, a flight is to the UK.
No. I'm not saying in there, but I'm just saying I met a guy at the hospital and he was saying, yeah, anytime you guys want to like fly to, it's like a private jet or a private airplane and you fly to like, he's all, you can go to Las Vegas, Catalina, you know, all we do is pay for the airtime, get a group of people. He's like $50 a pop. And I'm like, let's.
How big is this plane? How cheap can we make it?
I don't know.
Our closest 50 people.
All I got is his phone number, and a couple of us at the hospital got his phone number, and we're like, let's do it. Summer's coming. Catalina for the day, Vegas for the day, or whatever, and then fly back. He's like, you don't have to worry about taking off your shoes at the airport. You just drive there, get on the plane, get off when you get there. Boom, you're done. Fly back, get on the airplane, fly back. He goes, I'm not going to give you any flack about your luggage, and you take whatever you want with you. I mean, within reason, right?
Backpack.
Yeah.
Granola bars, a couple of bottles of water. We're good.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to Catalina. We were just talking about that the other day. Well, you know why? I was watching the Glass Bottom Boat with Doris Day. It was set in Catalina. And I go, yeah. And my husband goes, yeah, that's a good idea to go to Catalina. I said, yeah, I brought it up and you already been there. You didn't want to go. So I want to go with girlfriends.
Yeah, right. Kristen says she wants to go to South Padre Island. Where's that at? Clue us in. I know a guy with.
I've heard of it.
So I asked him. I said, come here. And he's like, I'm like, so, because he works for the Navy, right? So he's actually a pilot for the Navy. So I said, oh, it's in Texas. She says, let's do it.
Oh.
So anyways,
wherever we can look for treasure.
Yeah, let's do it. So he says, and I asked him, I said, so talk to me about UFOs. He's all, they're true. They're real. I see them all the time. He goes and blah, 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 blah. He's going on. And I'm like, well, I knew they were real. I knew that, but he's totally confirmed it. But, you know, a lot of these pilots, you know, for commercial airplanes and stuff like that, like they can't admit that they've seen them. They can't say nothing because they can lose their whole freaking pension. They lose all they send them away. They put them away. Cuckoo. They lose everything.
Well, they're they lose their retirement and everything. My dad was under that clause as well. He
Yeah.
was at Area 51, but he said there wasn't anything there. But my brother-in-law said yes. He told my sister, you can't tell anybody. And my sister opened up her mouth and told me everything. No! And they're not nice. He fixes the stuff they were doing. Yeah. And so we have to look at that sometime because not all aliens are going to be the same, right? They're not
Yes.
going to be the same. They could be from different planets and
Absolutely.
then have different little species like we have,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes. Our lizard overlords won't let them talk about it. Oh my goodness. The reptilians.
Absolutely. Mum's the void.
Now everybody's talking about it. Remember Jackie Gleason's story?
Yes, remember?
Yes.
Who was the president?
Nixon.
Nixon took him. Nixon took him to Area 51.
Florida.
No,
was it in Florida?
I believe
Florida.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took him. He
showed him the aliens.
He's all, you're not going to believe this. Get in the car. Let's go. True
story.
But
Jimmy Carter wanted to know, but wasn't he the one that said he could? Was it Jimmy Carter?
I think so, but
I Clinton.
No, Clinton. They told Clinton no, but
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah.
Most of
I'd be in there saying, I want the key to all the warehouses, and here we go. Get the camera. We're walking in.
But then again, you and I could just be like the fly on the wall. We can just send ourselves to there. I know. Did I tell you about that story about that guy that I met at that one place? And I had this one eye that was following me around. Remember I told you that one guy that I went to this church, and all of a sudden I felt this eye. I saw this eye. Of it. Remember I told you the guy friggin' worked for the government.
Oh,
that's what he did. He was a psychic medium. Well, but he did like the
remote viewing.
Remote viewing, and that's what he did for the government. And when I met this guy, he was super like weird. Whatever, he was who he was. But then I went to my cousin Lisa's house, and it was like all of a sudden there was this guy standing in there, but you could tell he's just like looking down. It's all of a sudden, poof, this thing came up. And I'm like, is that who? And my cousin's like, she cussed him out. She told him to kick rocks and get out of her house and blah, blah, blah. She's seen him, and he got spooked because he was checking in on me. And
he wanted to be the fly on the wall.
Yeah, he was doing that. And I went back and I told the lady, I said, you know what? The lady that was at that place that we went to, I said, let me tell you something about. She goes, I've already told him to quit doing that. I'm like, this guy's doing this to women. And you're like, I'm like, negatory. Negatory. Yeah. Remote viewing,
that's awesome. The thing with there is a guy out there that did, because most of the people that go, they did remote viewing. They say it was for the government. I think half are not telling the truth. But I was in a little group that we practiced doing that. But he said he can teach people to do it.
Oh yeah, there's a video. There's a video out that I saw. It's the one that the government teaches, and there's a video out, and it's very simple. It's very simple. The way that they do it, the way that they train people is like they hand them. Well, I mean, they obviously have some form of gift, right? They are obviously sensitive, and what they do is they give everybody one envelope, and they tell them what is the first thing that you sense, feel, smell, taste, or whatever. All of those senses. When you hold the envelope, however you hold it, or they just hold it up, and it's like, what's the first thing that drops into your mind in those however sequence you want. And blah, 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 blah. The first things that drop into your head. What is it? And that's how a lot of them, they got keener and keener. And then they open up the envelope and they're like, ta-da!
I would see all kinds of stuff, but I wouldn't know where it was.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. All you have to do is describe where you were. Like, this is what I see, blah, blah, blah. And they'll be like, oh, okay. Because and
the deal thing, when I was looking at missing people, I would be looking and seeing, are they alive or not and everything. And then I sit and I stare out. That's how I see spirits. Stare out, and then I see them. And so I would just look, and then I could see where the body was.
Yeah.
And I'd say, the first missing guy that I saw him when he was still alive. and I saw him in the ditch with the weeds and a house, and people were there. Water was on the property, and the signpost with this,
Yeah.
I got the freaky thing about doing that the first time I did it is I got the actual crossroads names. And I said, that's where he is, in the ditch, right there at the post.
Yeah.
But then I could see the rest of the stuff, and exactly the first time I did it, I was very skeptical. Didn't want to tell the wife where he was or anything, because I've never done this before. And then there he was. So that's what I would do, is just get a vision of where they were.
Remember that one lady?
Iceman?
Yeah, remember that one lady that I think it was a child that had asked me about, and something about the dad had taken the keys or something like that. I don't know, but anyways, it was very different. But what I seen was partial to what else I had seen had going on there. It still bugs me to this day, because Nana says that no, there's something about that area that's very odd, and I still can't put my finger on it. It's just very weird, very odd. Like, I always see a truck going by, just like, it's weird.
Well, I was asked after they found him, right where I said he was, I was asked to look in the case a little bit more. And I got something significant. I can tell, since somebody knows, that I got something on a policeman involved in drugs, and floored him, because that was exactly what was, I didn't know what they were talking about, and exactly what was part of it. We got some validation.
Yeah.
I remember a month and a half ago, you told me I would have a month of struggle before I would land a job. And yes, you were right. And it's happening. You want to know what's coming soon? Come tomorrow, Iceman. Tomorrow at 6:30 p.m., we're going to go and do a whole hour of readings. So you said you'd help me. I got a lot of readings to do tonight. I got too many to do. I was like, oh. But so
that's what they do. I'm sorry. That's what they do. They do a lot of remote. That's what they do. I've done it with my cousin Lisa. It's very It's very, like, when you get into a group of people and then you're doing it, it's like they call it a dark circle, but it's not bad.
Oh, really?
We all sit together in the room, and we all point out what we see and like what happens, and then we all have the same vision of what we're seeing. So somebody's holding it, but I see it from this angle, they see it from this angle, they see it from this angle, and then I see it from that angle. So we get all corners. Yeah.
The one thing that I found when I'm working with other mediums and tarot readers and things like that, I usually go first. And then the people, I don't know, they pick up, and it's not like I don't think they're using their own abilities. They're kind of doing what I'm doing, saying what I'm saying. And that happened when I was doing psychometry. I was the first one. I grabbed the lipstick and I started drawing a great big giant J and L. I told the girl, this belongs to you. This group. I get pulled here, but it's you. This is yours. I get a J and a L. You had a business question. I told her what was going to happen, and whatever. The rest of the night, and these were people that were professors. These were from UCSD that were in trying this stuff out. And about 4 other people came in and say, I get a J and an L. I get a J, or they get L, or they get a J and L. And so the person the medium that was leading it says, we got a lot of J and L's. And I thought, well, I was the first one to get the J and L. And it was Jerry and Lee were the people involved, she told me, her partners, Jerry and Lee. So I go, wow, that was amazing. But and I go, how come they're kind of doing this? So sometimes I have to be a skeptic when people are seeing the same stuff. And because I want to see the person that goes way out of the box and has something else instead of the same thing I just said. Type of thing.
Absolutely. That's why we do like all different angles, because it keeps it to where I may not see it. I may not, because my cousin Lisa, she's awesome. And the thing is that she's going to see something that I'm, you know what I mean? If I miss something, she's going to see it. Or if I see it, I'll be like, okay, I don't see that, but you know what? This is what I do see. She'll be like, oh, okay, I got it. And then it kind of comes into play. And then whatever that picture is, boom.
It's amazing. It's amazing what you can get. Matter of fact, we have to have a group here. I get a nice big room right here that we get set and we can kind of try some stuff out. I love that.
Yeah, try it. Kristen, you know what? The hardest thing that I got some cards, and then the cards, they're different shapes. The shapes,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like there's the squigglies, there's the kind of things like that. I bought a deck. And I was using them and I was getting, but every so often, it's just, if you're not in there, it's not even a guessing game. You'll see the shapes. They'll come to you. The more you do them, the keener you become. But you know me, I'm just kind of like.
Yeah. I made my own Zener cards from Ghostbusters, and that's what I use in psychic development. Oh, and yeah. I've had 4 people, two people paired off and another 2 people paired off at different psychic development classes I've had. Yes. Mm-hmm. They had 13. One would look and the other one would guess, and then they would change over 13 and 13 times. Those couples were 100%.
Wow.
Right on the money. I see a star. I see, the triangle. I see the circle. I see the wavy lines. Yeah. And that's incredible.
I was bad. Yeah. Mine was like, I always got the next card that was going to be pulled. So I needed, my cousin Lisa's like, you need to pull that back a little. I'm like, no, this is what I'm seeing.
You're telling the future.
Yeah. And she's like, you need to pull that back a little bit. And I was like, that's all that I'm seeing. And she's like, that's the next card. That's the next card.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
so I think everything works out. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at the time. It's almost time to go. So you guys, so we're going to say goodbye to Mondays, and we will always be, tomorrow we're here we're going to be here Tuesdays at 6:30 doing psychic readings for you for an hour. And then Lady T will be on tomorrow morning, dream interpretation. And then Wednesday, witchy stuff with Zoe at 6 p.m. Pacific time on Psychicfixes Facebook page. Thursday, we're going to have new shows coming in. Okay? Yes, we do. And then Friday, I will be doing free readings, psychic readings at 10 a.m. Friday mornings. And I'm sorry that everybody, nothing happened on Friday. Everybody needed to be off or something was going on. So sorry we missed everybody on that day with technical difficulties. But at 3 p.m., Gigi will be on. Gigi has had a lot of weird things happening with the technical stuff. And we practiced during the week, and she went on to do the show, and there was no audio or video.
Oh my gosh.
And we were just like for hours trying to do this. It was crazy. So she will be there. And then Kristen, who is in the comments right now, please see Kristen's wonderful sound bath and bells and Egyptian stuff and beautiful Kristen on Friday evenings, and follow her so you can see her come on. And then on Saturdays, Carla's on with her show. So we're going to start. I know Zoe is so cute. She is so funny. She's so genuine, really. But we will be coming on and doing psychic readings, and we will be introducing new people as well on the week. So it's going to be great. I know, we're going to miss Mondays. It's just something that we had to look at and say, we have to grab more people. We have to help more people. We need to get a producer for one.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
We have to have somebody that creates the show, and so that we can be creative instead of the trolls coming in and taking over. Yeah. And which I'm going to go report them to Facebook. Yes, and they will find them, and unless they're dumped out, and if they're young kids, they've kept the same account, they're going to be banned, and they won't be able to get back in. Nice job. That's justice is served, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, Kristen, on that. Yeah, I can believe that. The government released some stuff recently too. They always release stuff.
They did.
They want you to know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we want to know about those things.
Absolutely.
For sure. All right, you guys. We'll see you later. See you tomorrow. Take care.